Hello dear दोस्तों, neoplasia we discuss from the Robbins. What are the things we should discuss? That is nomenclature, benign tumor, malignant tumor. What is the characteristics difference between benign and malignant? What is the differentiation and the anaplasia, rate of growth, local invasion, metastasis, epidemiology of cancer, cancer incidence, geographical and environmental variable of cancer, age, hereditary. Means in this epidemiology we discuss the 4 points, that is cancer incidence according to geographical and environmental variables, according to age, according to hereditary, according to acquired paraneoplastic syndrome. Then molecular basis of carcinogenesis, that is genetic lesion of cancer. Then karyotyping changes in the tumor. Karyotyping means nucleus changes. MicroRNA and cancer. What are the RNAs involved in the cancer? Epigenetic modification and cancer. Epigenetic means it is a hallmark of the cancer also. Carcinogenesis means how the cancer is the pathology of cancer. We discuss by discussing the hallmark picture of cancer. That is first is self-sufficiency in growth signal. Second is the insufficiency in the growth inhibitory signal. Third is the invention of the cell death. Fourth is the limitless replicative potential. Fifth is the development of a sustained angiogenesis. Sixth is the ability to invent metastasis. Seventh is the reprogramming of energy metabolism. Invention of the immune system. Genomic instability as enabled to magnesium. Lastly, tumor promoting inflammation. Then we discuss the multi-step carcinogenesis, how occur, what is the etiology, means what is the causing factor of a carcinogen, that is carcinogenic agent. In this we discuss 4 varieties, that is physical carcinogenesis, chemical carcinogen, radiation, then viral, microbial, oncogenes. Then host defense against tumor, that is how the host immunity works on the against tumor, that is tumor antigen, anti-tumor effector mechanism, then tumor surveillance and immunosuppression. Lastly, clinical aspect of the neoplasia, that is effect of tumor on host, grading and staging of the cancer. Lastly, laboratory diagnosis of cancer. This is all about the chapter content of the neoplasia problem. Hello dear friends, welcome to our homeopathic channel. We discuss neoplasia in a brief summary. So what is neoplasia? Neo means new, plasia means growth. So it is an irreversible growth of a mass of tissue for as a result of abnormal, uncontrolled. First is the abnormal, second is the uncontrolled, autonomous, uncoordinated, unregulated, purposeless proliferation of the cell that persists even after removal of the stimulus. That is called as a neoplasia. So neoplasia means what? Neoplasia means it is a abnormal, uncontrolled, autonomous, uncoordinated, unregulated, purposeless proliferation. 5 things we should remember. When this type of a cell occur, then we call neoplasia. There are mainly 2 types of tumor neoplasia in general medical we call it as a tumor. There are 2 types, that is benign and malignant. What is benign? Benign is a slow and slow growth, slow proliferation, whereas malignant is a rapid growing, spread throughout the body and causing death. Lastly, it causes death. That is the malignant tumor. Then is it all? One question is commonly asked in the Viva, that is it any abnormal growth is not a tumor? Any abnormal growth is not a tumor. So any growth is not tumor. It has a specific characteristics, then we call that a tumor. So what is the specific characteristics? We discuss one by one. This tumor derived from tumor having a nomenclature on the basis of their parenchymal component and stromal component. What is parenchymal component? Parenchymal component is the component of the cell which determine the biological behavior of a neoplasia cell, whereas stroma is a fibroconnective tissue which containing blood vessel and from which the blood supply is supplied to the cells. So these are the cells where neoplasia cells arises. From the stroma, the neoplastic cells arises. So 2 terms we should remember, that is what in the benign tumor there is the suffix which is oma is carried out in the suffix written as oma, whereas in the malignant case the suffix is our sarcoma, but here the exception also present. Sarcoma is in malignant tumor. Now we call that is it granuloma is a tumor? No. One exception we find in the benign, that is a granuloma. Hematoma it is a tumor of blood. Blood comes out and tissue and leads to hematoma. Whereas a hematoma is a benign tumor made up of a disorganized manner of indigenous tissue to the parent. That is hematoma. It is important hematoma and hamartoma. What is hematoma? Hematoma is a blood-related benign tumor, whereas hamartoma is a benign tumor which due to the disorganized indigenous parent cells. That is called as a hematoma. Then osteoma, which is a ectopic tissue. Ectopic tissue means other than the parental tissue. Then corneal tissue means corneal tissue is not a tumor, but it is a cystic condition. Then according to the germ layer, there are three types: ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. So there is the nomenclature is also according to the germ layer. So if the glioblastoma is the tumor of the retina, then germ layer, that is if the connective blood vessel tumor, then we call as angiosarcoma, that is malignant case. Now if the tumor cell arises from stratified squamous epithelium, then we call as epithelial. Then if the leiomyoma, what is leiomyoma, we discuss one by one. So squamous papilloma is a benign tumor. It is a papilloma kind. Then squamous carcinoma is a malignant. Papilloma, oma means benign, carcinoma means malignant. Squamous carcinoma, which is malignant, it is mainly commonly found in the prostatic carcinoma. Then we can diagnose by causing PAMP stain or screening before in situ stage. To know the progression of the prostatic cancer, we PAMP staining we do. Then what is basal cell carcinoma? Basilar cell carcinoma is the carcinoma which is due to the epithelial lining dot, that is adenoma and the sarcoma. Adenoma is due to the adrenal gland benign tumor. Sarcoma is due to the mesenchymal tissue. Then now that a transitional cell papilloma we also found in the benign case, whereas a transitional cell carcinoma is found in the malignant case. In the renal cell also we found the renal tubular adenoma carcinoma. You should remember, melanoma is the malignant case, we call it a melanoma. According to the fibrous tissue origin, we in the benign case we call as a benign. This is fibroma. Sarcoma is malignant. Now lipoma, due to the fatty tissue, lipoma is due to the benign case. In the liposarcoma is the malignant case. Leiomyosarcoma is the smooth muscle sarcoma, which is found in the uterus and the intestine. That is leiomyosarcoma. Whereas the striated muscle neoplasia, which is called as in the benign case rhabdomyoma, in the malignant case we call as this rhabdomyosarcoma. Then according to the lymphatic tissue blood vessel, we call as lymphangioma. In the malignant case we call as lymphangiosarcoma. In the benign case we call as lymphangioma. Then synovial sheath malignancy case we call as synoviosarcoma. Mesothelioma case we call as mesothelioma. Then what is the we discuss all those things regarding Wills syndrome is a syndrome which is found in the renal malignancy tumor. Now we go towards the tumor characteristics picture of the neoplasia. So the characteristics is a picture is that four things, that is tumor component, microscopical view we can find, nuclear proliferation and a loss of a plurality. These are the four important variety of characteristics of a tumor according to their parenchyma and the supporting cell, that is a stroma. We divided the tumor features into four varieties. Now we will discuss all those things regarding differentiation between benign and malignant tumor. So in benign case there is a rate of growth which is slow, whereas it is a rapid growing case. In the benign case there is usually the crossed picture, if you see the if we give then the tumor small size, whereas malignant having large size. The benign tumor having important boundary is capsulated, so it is well circumcised. But in the malignant there is no capsule, that's why they undergo metastasis. Okay, they undergo metastasis. Then in the benign case we can find the in the secondary case there is a very less, but in the malignant having often we find the secondary malignant leading to necrosis, hemorrhage, lastly death will be occur. Then microscopical view of the benign case. In the microscopically if we find then the tissue is in the benign microscopical picture, it is poorly in the well differentiated. Well differentiated means what? According to the differentiation of the cells, we divided into three types. One is well differentiation, moderate differentiation, poor differentiation. In the benign case, we find that the benign tumor cells are well differentiated. We can easily prognosis which stage of the cell we find in the microscope. But in case of malignant, they due to their poorly resemble towards the parent cell, we can't diagnose which tumor, which of the parental origin of the tumor is found. So prognosis is bad in the malignant case, but in the benign it is good because of the tissue is well differentiated. The pure morphism is in the benign case is less may be found, but in the malignant oftenly we find in the anisonucleation. We do not found many fragmentation of a nucleus is absent, not we find anisonucleation means no nucleus present. So this is not found in the benign, but it is often seen in the malignant. The nucleus and the cytoplasmic ratio in the 1:4 in benign, whereas this is more that is 1:1 that due to the anaplastic growth of the malignant tumor, that's why they having more nuclear cytoplasmic ratio. Hypochromasia is not is absent mainly in the benign, but increases due to the more repeated multiplication, replication, transduction, transcription, the genetical material more repeatedly undergoing cycle. That's why there is a hyperchromasia we find in the malignant case. Basal body is present, but here the basal body is lost. So basal cell, basal epithelium is present in the in the benign case, but in the malignant case it is lost. Nucleus is just seen, but here the nucleus is enlarged. Giant cell may be seen, but here the giant cell is often seen. Why? Because of the more nucleus cytoplasmic ratio is increases. That's why the nucleus. That's why the the cell become giant. Means dysplasia means the cell is abnormally growth occur in comparison to the neighbor cell. Then mitosis in the always typical mitosis, but here the atypical mitosis means there is a bigger nucleus we find, means the nucleus may be enlarged or maybe fragmentation of the nucleus we find in the malignant tumor cells. Then in the benign case there is a low. Why? Because it is capsulated. We discussed before, it is capsulated, that's why no invasion occur. But here the malignant there is no capsule, that's why invasion is occur. So it causes metastasis. So that is the next point. That is in the benign there is no metastasis, but here is the frequently metastasis occur. And now the function is usually maintained, but here usually lost. Surgery is completely due to the well capsulated. When surgery is done, it is completely removed and there is no recurrence chance we will not find. But in the very difficult to remove, if removed, then more and more recurrence can be found in the malignant case. Then here the differentiation is well marked, but here the poorly marked. That's why the prognosis becomes poor, but here the prognosis is good. Now we will discuss the difference between benign and malignant tumor. The difference between normal and the carcinoma cell we discuss. The normal cell are regulated by gene, but in the carcinoma there is unregulation of a growth. Differentiation is high in the normal, but it is very low in the carcinoma. Glucose in the glycolysis there is a glucose factor dependent protein is found in the normal cell dependent, but here in the carcinoma they do not depend. In the normal cell to cell adhesion is high, so proliferation is high, but here the cell to cell adhesion is low in the carcinoma cell. That's why there is a low in cancer. In the there is a cell to cell communication is high. Means what is cell to cell communication? Means the paracrine autocrine effect of the cell is mostly found in the normal cell, but in the carcinoma cell there is a paracrine autocrine effect is less. That is the important thing. Then antigen expression is not present, but here the present. Why? Because this is abnormally regulated. That's why the antigen expression is not suppressed, it is always expressed. That is the important thing. The function of the production is normal. The as much requirement it is a production, but in the cancer there is abnormal production. Means according to the requirement there is more production is occur. Lifespan is normal is limited, but it is unlimited due to the telomerase activity. What is telomerase activity? Telomerase activity due to the senescence of the chromosome we will find. Now we discuss the carcinoma and sarcoma difference. What is carcinoma? Epithelial origin benign tumor is known as a carcinoma. What is a mesenchymal tissue origin of a malignant tumor? That is a sarcoma. Chondrosarcoma, adenocarcinoma, that is the exception of the carcinoma. Whereas a fibrosarcoma is also an exception. It is a fibrous tissue origin, but it is a comes under the sarcoma. Whereas it is a carcinoma frequently more common, whereas a sarcoma is relatively rare. Growth rate is slow in carcinoma, rapid growth is sarcoma. Behavior is less factor in carcinoma, but more factor in sarcoma. Why rapid growth? Due to the rapid growth, more fatality will be occur within 2 to 3 months. The patient will die if the diagnosis occur quickly. Then survival chance maybe increases. Okay, in the metastasis there is the carcinoma, mostly metastasis due to in the lymphatic route, but there is exception is found in the thyroid follicular carcinoma. Is a carcinoma where hematogenous route is found. Another is a cervical carcinoma. We also find the hematogenous route. HCC also we find the hepatocellular carcinoma. We also found the metastasis due to the hematogenous route. That is the important. Whereas sarcoma is a lymphadenous tissue, but there is a exception also we find. That is a hepatogenous sarcoma. Also we find in the lymphatic route. Then age in the carcinoma mainly occur in the old age due to the more angiogenesis and the immune system will be less. That's why it is mostly found in the old age. Whereas the prognosis is mostly good, but sarcoma is found in the less than 50 years. There is less angiogenesis and there is Vimelin is the immunohysterectomy. If we find, then Vimelin is the causing of the sarcoma. Always poor diagnosis we will find. We first cover the molecular basis of carcinogenesis. First thing is that what is gene we should know. Gene is what? It is a protein which it is a specific protein which causes the transformation of the genetic matter from one generation to next generation. Whereas mutation, what is mutation? Mutation is the changes in the gene which leads to the changes in the function and the abnormality. That is the mutation. Now, why the gene is important in the cancer? Because the role of a gene is the hallmark feature of a cancer. If the gene structural and functional abnormality if occur, then cancer is a must. That's why gene is the important factor of a cancer. So it is called as a hallmark feature of a cancer is the gene. So there are two types of there are genes, multiple genes involving to controlling a cancer. So that is the important thing, that non-genetic mediator are all causing mutation, and a mutation gene is proliferation. There will be clonal proliferation occur, and there are two types, monoclonal and polyclonal proliferation occur. Monoclonal proliferation is found in the neoplasia. That is physiological case. It may be reversible, but polyclonal cannot be reversible. Now, what are the regulatory genes who is responsible for cancer formation? That is, in the normal cell, the regulatory gene which causes the normal growth and replication and proliferation of a cell is our 4 cells. 4 types of a cell are responsible for growing a healthy normal cell, healthy growth of a normal cell. That is proto-oncogene, tumor suppressor gene, apoptosis regulator gene, DNA repair gene. So these 4 things you should remember. What are they? What is the example of this type of a gene, and then what occur if they undergo mutation? So first thing we discuss the proto-oncogene. Proto-oncogene is the gene which causes the arrest of a cell division. So we know in the previously there is the cell. In the previously we know there is a cell cycle occur. Cell cycle is occur how? First G0 phase, then we go G1, then M phase, then S phase, G1, then S phase, then G2, here not M, then here M. So this is the cycle of a normal cell proliferation. If the amount of a protein or a cell which is required, as much as amount of a cell requirement, there is a cell cycle occur. And when the amount is fulfilled, the cell cycle arrest. And the gene which causing cell cycle arrest, that is a proto-oncogene. Okay. The example of this proto-oncogene is a growth factor. Is the important example. If the growth factor P is the important example of a proto-oncogene. So what it causes? If the mutation occurs, then what happens? The cell death occurs. Why? Because more and more cell replication occurs, because the cell not arrest, and which leads to invasion of the local tissue, which leads to metastasis, which leads to abnormal growth surrounding the tissue, whole organ, then whole body, then cell becomes death. That is the mutation of a proto-oncogene if occurs, then what happened we discuss. Then tumor suppressor gene. What its name itself says that it is suppress the tumor. If this tumor suppressor gene having loss of function occur, then cell do not Now shall we discuss the tumor suppressor gene, which is function is to require the activity of any abnormal cell. If occur any abnormal cell, then tumor suppressor gene causes the stopping of that cell division. If any mutation or abnormal cell by chance occur, then this cell should be prohibited enter towards the cell cycle. So these things happen due to the tumor suppressor gene causes the stopping of this cell division. Those abnormal cell is stopped and they do not enter to the cell cycle because of this tumor suppressor gene. What are the examples? That is the RB gene and the P53 gene, which is the most important example of the tumor suppressor gene. We discuss what is the mechanism in the latter. Now we discuss the apoptosis regulator gene, which is apoptosis regulating gene. Why this gene is important? Because it is having two pathway, that is pro-apoptotic pathway, anti-apoptotic pathway. So if the pro-apoptotic pathway is important for the cell progress of the cell progression is by pro-apoptotic cell we can the cell undergo progression, and if the cell is abnormal, then due to this pro-apoptotic gene the cell death will be occur, and in the abnormal, that is in the neoplasia case, the loss of function of this gene leads to the neoplasia. So what are the example of this? Backs, bird, back. These are three important examples I shall discuss. Many examples is present in your book. Then what is anti-apoptotic gene? Anti means opposite to the apoptosis, means this gene required to prohibit the apoptosis. So what is the function of this gene? Means it requires for the growth of the cell. Why? Because it prohibits the apoptosis. Cell death is prohibited due to this anti-apoptotic gene. That's why the growth is occur of that cell. So what happened in the neoplasia? Neoplasia case, this cell get its action, means the gain of action if occurs, then the neoplasia occurs, and then normally which leads to tumor. So it will prevent the apoptosis. So that what happened? The increase in the cell survival occurs. That is the important function of apoptosis regulator gene. Last fourth example is the DNA repair gene. It's the gene which is remove the abnormal gene from the DNA by cutting the nucleotide. What are nucleotides? G, CT. These are the nucleotides. These are the nucleotides which the backbone of a DNA. So DNA is made up of a polynucleotide amino acid. That's why this DNA repair gene, what causes? It causes the abnormal gene removal by cutting. So that its main function is the mutation of a gene repair. So repair the mutated gene. So now we discuss all those genes which are required for a normal cell growth. If the cell became malignant, then what are the malignant character of a cell? It having autonomous growth, that is uncontrolled growth. It causes distant metastasis, means locally it infiltrated the cells of the local tissue. Then all tumor cells of a benign are atypical, and typical means identical, and the growth is rate is 20 to 30 division for a cell. So benign, that's why 20 to 30, and it is can be seen in the detectable mass. And if the mutation occurs, then the soft clones are formed, and which makes the cell more aggressive and leads to the tumor formation. So that is the how the transformation of a normal cell into tumor we discuss. What are the factors responsible for this transformation? That is genetic damage. If there is a mutation of this proto-oncogene, we discussed that the normal gene which is responsible for growth, that is proto-oncogene. If there is a mutation occurs, then what happens? So that what happens? The proto-oncogene is converted to oncogene. So what is the function of oncogene? It produces oncoprotein. What is the role of this oncoprotein? Oncoprotein becomes oncogene when dominant will be occur, then it produce oncoprotein, and oncoprotein itself it do not require any regulatory mechanism. It is itself formed as an autonomous body, means the all the pathway requirement signal, that is our growth factor, growth receptor, transcriptional receptor, transcriptional then transcription factor, cell regulatory factor, all these are the proto-oncogene itself became this factor, and they causes the cell cycle more and more. That is it do not require any other factor to its growth and proliferation. It itself become as a growth factor, growth receptor, growth transcription factor, tumor transcription factor, then cell regulatory factor, all this they itself become, and then which makes the abnormal cell proliferation by entering into cell cycle. More and more cell cycle occur, and more abnormal cell will be
telomere action is that when telomere is what? It is a chromosomal ending point is known as telomere. When there is a replication of a cell occur, the telomere ends become shortened and shortened due to this telomere activity. But if the telomere is activated, telomere enzyme is activated, then what happens? It leads to the chromosomal senescence, means the breakdown of the DNA, which is shortening of the telomere is not happened, which leads to the DNA do not undergo senescence. Okay, if the
abnormal apoptosis gene, means if the anti-apoptotic gene becomes active and a pro-apoptotic gene becomes muted or inactive, then more and more cell growth will be occur. Which cell growth occur? Tumor cell occur, which leads to cell proliferation and leads to tumor or malignancy. Then lastly is DNA repair gene is mutated. What happened? The abnormal DNA which is present is can repair because this mutation occur DRG. Now we discussed how the cell became normal cell became tumor. Now we discuss when a cell became tumor, what are the features we find inside the cell. There will be self-sufficiency of a growth signal, means does not require any external factor for the growth. It itself became autonomous to regulate its cell growth. Okay. Then insensitivity to a growth inhibitory signal. Why? Because of the growth inhibitory signal became mutated and it becomes a dominant body. The oncoprotein becomes dominant. That's why there will be no need of a growth inhibitory signal. Insensitivity, there will be no, there is not that much amount of a sensitivity signal was not found towards the cell, not received towards the cell. That's why it do not stop its multiplication. It goes on a replication, multiplication. Now, that is the altered cell mechanism. What is altered cell mechanism? We know when there will be oxygen is not present, then in the anaerobic case, the cell to synthesize its ATP, it undergo glycolysis pathway. But what happens in the tumor cell? There is the altered cellular mechanism occur. Means the normal cell, those glycolysis is occurred in the absence of oxygen, whereas in the presence, in sufficient amount of oxygen is present there, but the tumor cell do not undergo aerobic glycolysis, but it go on anaerobic glycolysis to produce its ATP. That's why what happens, the anaerobic byproduct, that is pyruvate, the lactic acid, more and more will be occur, and which leads to metabolic acidosis, which is fatal for a body. That is acid base imbalance will be occur inside the body, and these things happen due to this Warburg effect, means switch of the aerobic glycolysis. Okay. Then fourth is the inhibition of apoptosis. What is inhibition of apoptosis? Apoptosis inhibition means there is no programmed cell growth will be occur. Means the programmed cell death will not occur because the cancer cell now becomes resistant to the tumor suppressor cell because of this mutation of a pro-apoptotic and anti-apoptotic cell. Okay, that's why the inhibition of means the cell becomes more and more growth. Apoptosis does not happen. Immortal cell become immortal. Why? Because the DNA telomerase activity much more, and which leads to senescence. There will be no senescence occur because telomere is important for the blood vessel is formation, more and more new blood vessel formation occur, which leads to neovascularization and which leads to the rapid proliferation of the tumor cell we will find. Then ability to metastasis will be found in the tumor cell. Why? Because it do not have the capsule, and so that it is invade or infiltrate and causing metastasis. Ability to escape from the host immune system and leads to more proliferation of the host immune system by altering its property. Okay, by altering its property, it can also invade the host immune system. Then dysregulation of a gene with only अकेले batsman, which is the gatekeeper of our cell cycle. If this cycling CDK was inhibited by at a different stage by the CDK inhibitor, if any DNA damage occurs due to the DNA single point mutation or amplification or DNA virus, radiation, chemical, these factors lead to DNA damage, and that's why the cyclic inhibitor do not act properly. So cell goes on proliferation, goes on cycling process more and more. So DNA repairing should require to form a normal cell. If the DNA repairing is failed, then cell with the mutated gene undergo proliferation. The clonal expression is found and the expansion is found due to the same defect in the genetic abnormality. Now we discuss the examples of growth factor. Growth factor example, which is PDGF, platelet growth factor, PD, platelet derived growth factor, cyclin, CDK, these are the growth factor. But when the oncogene produces oncoprotein, this growth factor do not require. They itself reformed as a growth factor action. So what is the example of a growth factor receptor? That is growth factor receptor, that is if the hepatocellular growth factor overaction, then it leads to hepatocellular carcinoma. So causing of and we see the pathology of a growth factor. If any growth factor undergo overexpression, then leads to hepatocellular carcinoma. If endothelial growth factor if overexpressed, it leads to long adenocarcinoma. Growth factor receptor we discussed, that is RAS, NOX. This growth factor receptor which is causing the transduction protein. What is transduction protein? That is a signal transduction pathway through which the signal goes from DNA to RNA for the transcription and the translation. That is transduction protein. That is many types. That is RAS. The classification of RAS: KRAS, HRAS, ARAS, SRAS, NOX, BRF, NOTCH, JAK. These are the cytoplasm transduction protein. Whereas the nuclear transduction protein example, that is MYC gene, which is N gene, L gene, C gene. Whereas the cell regulatory example genes are cyclin genes, CDK genes. These are the cell regulatory genes. Proto-oncogene. So those four varieties of a gene which responsible normal cell to tumor cell, we discuss one by one. Proto-oncogene undergo oncogene due to the mutation. The mutation due to the translocation or point mutation. Such as in the filial chromosome, where what happens, the 9-10 chromosomal translocation occur of the ABL gene. So ABL9 A gene is converted to BCR9 B gene in the 22 gene of the chromosome. If the single nucleotide change occurs, that is known as a point mutation, which appears in the chronic myeloid leukemia, where what happens, the over expression of this gene will be occur. Also gene amplification leads to the mutation, which leads to the change of a protein, proto-oncogene to oncoprotein. Sequence repetition expression if increases, which leads to also this. So now we discuss the proto-oncogene and what are the varieties of neoplasia due to this mutation of this proto-oncogene we discussed. Now tumor suppressor gene, if it causes the suppression, compression of the DNA and it is repair the DNA, so it is also known as a repair gene. And a tumor suppressor gene is mainly action in the G1 stage. G1 stage, what is it? We discuss in the cell cycle. If any damage to this gene occur, then what happens? The gene